Yo, I'm HP and today I'm going to talk about acoustic country blues. So, this is how it sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so on. There's a link in the description of an extended version of this one here for the more advanced players among you. So the tutorial is going to be divided in two sections. First section is the first part of that ring stuff. Is for medium, intermediate players among you, and then the more faster stuff is maybe not for everybody. But there are two parts that everybody has something about it. But don't underestimate the lettering part, because that stuff looks easy, sounds easy, but is not so easy. It needs some practice that everything is so fluent. So let's check it out. This is a blues or country blues, acoustic country blues in G. So we are having the chords G7, chords C7, and the chords D7. Or only G, C, and D. So now, how does it work? So the rhythm part is not so essential, but it's basically G7, C7, and D7. And so let's see what we're going to play. In this case, we cannot play only minor pentatonics or blues scale, because that's not enough and doesn't really fit to the sound we want to create. On the lettering stuff, we do a lot of we just play the chord. So the G, this would be the G, and when we play Mixolydian scale, if you don't know what a Mixolydian scale is, maybe you first need to learn that one. I just take it as given that you know what a Mixolydian scale is, because otherwise I'm talking too much about basics here. But even without any theoretical knowledge, you might follow my instructions. So what we're doing here, we're doing a lettering with the approach note on the triad. Here, 3 on 4. This is the approach note, half tone approach. And this is lettering of G. So the second part, and in this case I'm playing in G6 as a lettering. And check out the fingering. Here. Then we come to C7, take it from this C7 here. Here we make a whole step approach. We can also make a half step, but I think I did a whole tone approach. Now I'm doing this lettering here. 3-5. And 5-3, which is the upper part of C7 and the middle part of C7. Back to the original G. And then we just make lettering with the D. That one, if you're coming here out of position, Then we need to play the G with this fingering here because you don't have the time to put the pinky here. So we have here the fourth, third and, third. I also play piano, and piano playing, this is the fourth finger. Third finger, second, first, play the D and C. So let's see how that one sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I ended up here just play the small D here, 5, 4. Good. So now first part seems to be pretty easy. Now we come to the runs. That stuff here. We can play different kind of runs. We don't need to play to the hard speed, which is not really necessary to sound cool, but at least you need to have your something like this you must have together. So we are playing Mixolydian scale. This is G Mixolydian. Okay. Now you count through 1, 2, 3. Here's the 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 1. And on the 3, the main thing we are playing in Mixolydian, we're playing approach notes on the triad. So something like this. I'm playing 16 runs, 16 notes, dagga, dagga, dagga. So if you want to get on the speed, so this is a little bit faster the original track, so this would be the speed 1, 2. So this will be the speed you need. On the C. C Mixolydian, and when we come to C we play C Mixolydian. When we play in position, it's this one here. C and D Mixolydian, then we can take the same thing, just 2 frets above. You can try with the track, so if you want to know how fast you need to play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Yeah, more or less. Of course, you're not playing that stuff all the time, but it's a good exercise to get on that speed. Especially on the acoustic guitar, where you cannot play really legato, you really need to attack every string with alternate picking. Now, but you don't. If this stuff is too hard for you, you still can manage it somehow. Some easy licks which work great. This one works great. So we have here 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 5, 6, 3, 5, 3, 4, 5. In 16 is a 1. 16 notes are 4 per beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Works pretty good. And then you can move the same lick in the next position when it comes to C, then will be, wait, in C will be like this. And on D exactly. Then you can play these licks. They work pretty well, not too hard. Break. Back to G. Oops. Well, I dropped out because of course when you play the track you never play the same lick all the time. Doesn't really make sense. So another thing which also works great is blues scale. Or any kind of chromatic stuff. Don't play blues scale all the time because it doesn't really sound cool. But if you mix the whole thing up, it's really great. And so this is a cool one. And really matches perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, C. It's always cool when you stop a run on the first 60 note of the beat, so on the beat. So we have like, so like you play that lick first, and the second lick. Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I did now, this is a cool trick. I played this lick first on the 1, so second time on the second part I started on the 1 plus, so 1 and also 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Because when you start on the 1 plus, in this case you end exactly on the beat. And they play the same lick 2 times and it sounds different. See, let's check it out again with the track, then you hear the difference. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. See? 3, 1. Works really cool. And another thing is, which also works when you play this, you can make the same lick with a different phrasing. So you don't play 6 in one row. You make the first as a slide, and then you start later, like on the one end. 1. In this case, when you start later, when you go the blues scale down till the bottom note here, then it matches exactly. So let's check this one out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, shit. Like this. Now it's starting. See, in this case, Max is... Oh man, I have a headache today. The weather is changing. See how you can make pretty easy stuff out of the same material, just with this is called phrasing. Exactly the same lick, but starts on a different timing signature, sounds totally different. And then when you mix it up, starting on beat, starting off beat, and I mean, you can create your own licks in the way I did. Then in between, you mix it up with lettering. Then you're really cool on that stuff. Or you start with Mixolydian, and from here on you play blues scale. This also matches perfect. See, matches exactly. One, two, three, four. Perfect. Here not. What I also like to do, especially in G, is make this sloppy stuff here with open string. That gives a really cool effect. Then you just pull off on the open string. Very cool. 3050303040. Oh, like this. Was 3050503040. You can also go down the entire blues scale. It's also cool. Works great. Sounds cool, gives a special effect. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm pretty much aware that this stuff I showed today is not easy stuff. I mean, maybe it looks easy to play, maybe it sounds easy to play, but first of all you need to have the speed. Then you need to learn a few. I mean, I'm not really a fan of licks, not at all. But in this case, it's cool to have a few licks together, that you just bam, nail them down. As I showed you a few licks which really work. But then comes the really hard part. Mixing up the runs, these are pretty long runs, certain of them. Mix it up, and then you're coming in position, and then you just from the exact position you switch into lettering chords. That stuff is a riddle. It's my headache. Sorry, people. I cannot avoid it. I did not drink yesterday. I just went very late to bed the other night. And so that's because of that. My head is a little bit... I cannot really think today, but that's good. Then I just talk rubbish. So well, let's finish the thing up. The point is making the combinations that it all goes fluently. That really takes some time. That's heavy stuff. I know that, but don't make yourself crazy somehow with all this stuff, because you can make it the easy way. I mean, there's certain shortcuts. I mean, if you just have a few things together and you can just point them in, that's really cool. And you can mix it up a little bit just in position as I showed. Try to work with the material I show now. Of course, later on when you play, I want to play over the entire fretboard. That is really heavy stuff, but that's another story. It's not here. This is not the master. The master tutorial is just getting into this kind of playing. And there's no way to make it easy. I mean, some stuff can be cool with beginners to play a few notes, but in this case with acoustic guitar, because the acoustic signal doesn't have much too long sustain, you need to play the fast stuff. Even the let ring chords, they don't really ring so long. Oh my god, my head. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, but I mean, I try to make it as easy as possible. And if you dig for this kind of music, I'm pretty sure you're going to manage it, because it's just a matter of playing it all over again, and then it's getting more and more easy. I mean, it's just, but it's not the kind of a music which you can make with a shortcut, or just today is this, and I just try it. You really need to dig for those runs and stuff like that. Good, enjoy it, and see you next time.